Richard Kuchen. I was a Teleman first class when I was discharged. They made a big deal of Thanksgiving. I have the I have I have the menus. I saved the menus from all the stations I was at. Down in at the boot camp and at the school and on the Sarah. Uh, they were fairly standard fare normally. The food was pretty standard. It was good. It was healthy, but you could eat and then 3 meals a day. That was it until you made first class. They had a first class mess. I made first class in 3.5 years, so I had 6 months of the first class mess, which only meant basically you get down at night, 10 o'clock, say, and have a sandwich and something to drink, which otherwise you couldn't do. And we did, 3 or 4 of us. We'd go down there and the old timers would be sitting there glaring at us, we felt kind of uncomfortable because here we were, 3.5 years, we were East 60. Some of them boats had put 10 years, 15 years into make first class. So you had a feel for them, really. Our rates just happened to be open. If you passed the test, basically you were rated. Not all ratings, but particularly when I was in, they did. You don't know that when you get in, and not that the pay is that much different between E6 and E2, but you do have some stature, at least, you don't have to scrub the deck, so to speak, which paint the sides, and they did that. I don't know, there were some guys that went in the Navy, I bet, boy, after they got in, they said, what in the hell am I doing here? There were some difficult chores. We were in Mayport for a Christmas before we left for the Med. They had a band there, and they had cheerleaders from a local college or something that came on board. Here again, the radio gang, our gang of 100 men, which is about, well, we had 100 guys. We didn't get down to see it, We didn't get to see anything. We were so vital that we never saw anything. They had Miss Americas aboard one time, and escorted by Navy guys from the ship. Christmas was just another day, basically, at sea. If you were in port, they had made a little more deal of it. But at sea, the holidays was just another day. That's all. We never thought about them really, and we went through a number of them. Thanksgiving, of course, they gave you a special meal. I have the Thanksgiving dinners. That's what I have on my menus, is the Thanksgiving dinner from every place I was at. And the two of them, they lined up with cigars and cigarettes. that was the finale of the menu. Everything was cigarettes. You couldn't get around it unless you had a hell of a constitution that you could say, I'm not smoking, period. But at that day and age, just about everybody smoked. I'd say 95% of the men on the Saratoga smoked. But there was a percentage that did not smoke, and there was always a percentage of married men. When we left the Med, or I wasn't on it when we left the Med, but I had heard. Well, I wouldn't know. When we pulled into the Med, when we pulled into Gibraltar, we transferred a number of our crew to the carrier that was going back. And there was a number of sailors that stayed in Europe on a Med cruise indefinitely. They They never went back to the States. They just kept on, and that was fairly easy to do. There was always somebody that wanted to go back, and it was, you know, and there was, and that was no problem. Just transfer somebody over there to take their place, and they came on our ship. They went back, and the other guy stayed. There was a number of them, quite a few.